But for you, you said, but that's why you started writing your own lyrics. Did you write before you actually picked up an instrument?
Yeah, I wrote for a few years before. I think I started maybe about 13 or something, or 12, 13. And I just wrote, I suppose they were kind of poems, but in a way they were always with a sort of tune in mind. They were I used to kind of sing them without any accompaniment. So basically I just kind of wrote poems really. But then it wasn't until later when I picked up my brother's guitar while he was at university, and I thought it was a golden opportunity to steal it. So it was kind of that was the time when the two things combined. But I think I was always I don't think I'm a particularly good guitarist at all. I think I'm probably pretty poor if anyone really saw me technically play. But it was just that they connected for me. That I've never really thought about writing outside of writing songs. Writing with music now, I think.
So can you describe the moment when the first time you actually had a guitar and put some music onto your own lyrics? Was it something that was lacking before when you were just writing?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was. I think it was needed for some way. I think it just seemed to fit together pretty well. I mean, the songs were rubbish. I'm not going to lie. The stuff I wrote when I was younger was, pretty poor. But it was a good start. It was just this kind of release of emotions. I suppose it was kind of a way to channel that through something rather than being desperately unhappy. So.
And when did you decide to actually label yourself with the name Daughter?
Oh, that was later. That was only like a few years ago. It was just something that after college, when I started working with Igor, it was around that time, maybe slightly before, that I'd sort of wanted to break away from the kind of solo performance. I wasn't very comfortable being on stage alone anyway, so I really wanted to work with other people as well, because I just felt quite limited in my abilities as a musician, and then also just wanted to take the music somewhere else to like further it, but knowing that I only had a guitar, it was obviously I needed to find other people to work with, and I was very lucky that I knew Igor and that he was willing to play guitar for me for a few shows, and then we just kind of ended up jamming together and played as a two-piece for quite a while. So it was cool.
So what does your dad think of the band name Daughter?
I think he likes it. I don't know. He does make jokes sometimes. For my birthday card, he obviously included Daughter in it, but he just found it hilarious because he's like, "Oh, it's like the band." I was like, "Oh no, Dad," but I don't know. I think he likes it. I think
Why did you pick this name?
Good question. I don't really know. It was sort of the first thing I thought of, and it seemed to make sense with the music. I think that there might be something to do with my childhood, some kind of comfort in taking a name that you feel is just comforting. I think I had a good childhood, and I have good parents, and so when I talk about them in writing or not, I feel, I don't know, they're like my support.
So when you perform or you write under the name Daughter, what feeling does it give you?
I don't know. Obviously, it's a feeling of distance from the previous work I did. So obviously, there's that side of things. It's moving forward. It's moving into a different place and into a different direction. I think also it's open, as just one word. It's open for there to be for it to be something that isn't just my thing. I think now I feel I see Daughter as the three of us. I don't see it as my project. So I think it's allowed me to feel very comfortable, and for the boys to feel very comfortable in being under that name.
So you didn't think about changing the name?
No.